Welcome back. There may not be a lot of homes for sale in today's market, but there is a lot of home space that's sitting empty.
Yeah, that's true. And it turns out Americans are wasting more space than ever before. Realtor.com, they wrote about this. The U.S. Census, they come up with this report. They've been doing it since 1970. And the number of extra bedrooms versus the number of people living in a home has reached its highest increase since the report was initiated. So there are more bedrooms or more extra rooms in houses.
Compared to the people.
Compared to the people, yes. So overall, just households are getting smaller, and having spare rooms, it still is more popular in cheaper areas, of course, where it's more affordable to buy more space, as well as, you remember those McMansions back from the 1980s? They were everywhere. Well, a lot of that has stopped, especially more so in the urban areas, because it's just too expensive to build those types of homes anymore.
Absolutely.
And people just don't need that much space and all of that. So I don't know. It's just like a lot of rooms are sitting empty now.
I just remember growing up and, driving around and seeing all of these new developments going up that included all of these huge, huge houses. Yeah. And whether it was my grandmother or my mother, what have you, would always say, how are they going to be able to afford to heat this house?
Yes.
And not only that, how are you going to afford to fill it? I imagine that is one reason why these large homes are kind of going out of style.
Yeah,
more so.
That's true. I think so too. Also, people are having less children.
Yeah.
So they don't need as much space. And kind of to your point, the boomers who do have those large homes, even if they wanted to sell, it's hard to because of the interest rate. So they kind of stay in the larger homes. Yeah. And maybe use the extra space for a hobby room or something like that. But there are a lot of, I remember when I was younger, like my friends, their parents had these huge homes. And now it's just empty.
Right. Yeah. And I was thinking about too, you remember the show, Extreme Makeover Home Edition. You would see all these big homes, and it was such a popular show, but then eventually down the line, come to find out, some of those families that were selected originally, they had to give up those homes, and some went into foreclosure. I think it was, as of 2020, I wrote down, 9 of the show's original families had to give up their homes because of financial issues, and 2 of those were went into foreclosure. So again, yes, it might seem like these big, beautiful homes are beautiful, and that's what you want, but is it really worth it? What do you think? Would you rather go with a small home with character, or do you like that more space, wide open, concept?
I like the small home because especially if you don't have a large family, you can get lost in a really large home. You don't see each other, you don't even know the person's home. And then plus it's just more clutter. Yeah. More stuff to buy.
More stuff to clean.
Yeah. All right.